Let's bring in Democratic Congressman Gabe Amo of Rhode Island. He's a surrogate for the Harris campaign. Congressman, thank you so much for being with us. We appreciate it so much. As you know, North Carolina is a critical battleground state. The vice president is going there to get a briefing on relief efforts. I guess one of the questions that I have is, should the vice president respond to former President Donald Trump, who has been making a number of false claims, as you know, about the administration's response to Helene? Would you like to see her respond to that? What do you think?
Well, first off, thanks for having me, Jim. Look, the vice president is doing exactly what she should be doing. She is on the ground, engaging with people who have been devastated. And of course, my heart goes out to all of the people across the Southeast. And she is focused on the response that includes moving the machinery of government, $100 million plus from FEMA flowing for response, moving to respond with thousands of personnel. That's what she should focus on. And the politics is secondary to the pain that so many people are experiencing.
And what's your response to what former President Trump has been saying?
Well, look, I think it's clear that he plays politics at the worst times. This is a time where we should be coming together. There is not a Democratic response or Republican response to an emergency like this. There is a response that relies on the compassion of our leaders and to move forward in supporting people at their time of need. And we've seen and we've heard reports that President Trump was known to play politics when it came to response, asking for information about the types of voters and the information related to his electoral prospects rather than supporting people when they need government. So I don't think we should take him seriously, and we should focus on the people who need our help.
And Congressman, I do want to get to some politics. I mean, you've been meeting in North Carolina, my understanding, with African-American leaders there about Kamala Harris getting into the Oval Office, and the latest CNN polling shows that she's got a very huge lead over the former president when it comes to black voters who are likely to cast ballots in this upcoming election. I'm just wondering, though, one of the, and you probably know this all too well, one of the concerns for the Harris campaign is with black men and whether or not she's going to have the kind of support that she needs from black men to win come November. What's your sense of that? What's been your message to make sure that African-American men come out to vote for Kamala Harris?
Well, I'm here in North Carolina because this is a state where the black vote matters significantly. Remember, President Biden only lost this state to former President Trump by 1.3%. And so we have to share the message of the accomplishments of the Biden-Harris administration, but more importantly, where we're going in the future, which is why the vice president has been focused on things like wealth creation, emphasizing the importance of home ownership, of small business growth, of ensuring that everybody has the opportunity to thrive in our economy by expanding the child tax credit. So it's got to be anchored in results, anchored in delivering material benefits to all Americans, but especially black Americans who are going to play such a vital role in this election.
And as you know, Congressman, former President Barack Obama is going to be getting out on the campaign trail over the next several days. Is he seen as sort of a closer in all of this? How does his presence out on the campaign trail help Kamala Harris at this point, do you think?
Well, he's such an effective messenger. I am an alumnus of both of his presidential campaigns and his White House, as well as working in the Biden-Harris White House. So I know that when you think about the arc of his journey as president, that connective tissue to what this administration has done, the historic work of the rescue plan and the infrastructure law, so much more, he will build a bridge between that promise of hope and turning it into action under a Harris administration. So I look forward to seeing him out there delivering the message like no one else can.
All right, Democratic Congressman Gabe Amo of Rhode Island, thank you very much for your time. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.